Hi guys, this is Christine, your relationship and mindset master doctor and your leverage for change. Today I'm just going to be focusing on something that I don't think I did a video about as yet. And it's really how the same attachment style, say for example, two anxious, preoccupied individuals, what would their relationship look like? And the pros and the cons of two individuals that have not healed. They're still anxious, they're both anxious, and they're in relationship with each other. I have to say at the outset that when compared to the other dismissive, avoidant, and the fearful avoidant individuals, that the anxious preoccupied might have a better chance of actually having a relationship that lasts. It may not be the healthiest relationship because of some things I'm going to mention later on, but it will be healthier, and it will be healthier than if it was too dismissive avoidance. Right? So to begin, I want to really just remind you to like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel if you find that the videos I do on this channel is something that help you in your daily life and in your relationships. So what would two individuals, two anxious, preoccupied individuals, what would a relationship look like with these individuals? Well, if we think about the core wounds of this individual and the resulting behaviors, we can see that this individual has a deep fear of abandonment, right? A deep fear of rejection, by their partners, and a deep fear of not feeling good enough or worthy of love. So because of these these traumas from maybe their childhood or even subsequent intimate relationships or other relationships, these individuals will always have the tendency to be the ones who pursue a relationship because they just feel that they have to have someone, because without a relationship they feel empty. And this individual will even stay in relationships that are not good for them just to be with someone, because, as I say, their self-worth is really low when it comes to and feeling not worthy of good relationships. So they will hold on to toxic relationships despite the fact that they're unhappy in those relationships. The other thing is that the fear of rejection is that, they're always looking, they're hyper vigilant in looking at body language or little micro expressions from you, or maybe it's just a word you say, and giving usually negative meanings to that, because they're always wondering if you're going to leave them, if you're thinking of leaving them. So if they even see that you come home late and you're texting them and they're texting you and you don't respond, they're going to give a negative meaning to that. Maybe perhaps you're cheating on them, or you just don't care about them, you're planning to leave, you're in that kind of thing, right? So all of that, of course, has a tendency of making this individual feel unworthy of your love and not really safe in the relationship. Now, when these two individuals come together, right, it's quite rare, but it does happen. And when they come together, they almost like latch on to each other, right? Because they have found someone finally who really wants to have that intimate, cuddles and hugs and kisses and all of that kind of thing that they crave, to feel loved, right? When one individual, now both are anxious, remember I tell you, when one individual texts the other one will respond immediately. So these are good in that they're not triggering each other's core wounds. They're not triggering their the things that make them just go anxious and crazy, right? They're not triggering it because they themselves They know what it is like, even though it's not at an awareness level if they're not working on themselves. But they know that when they text their partner and the partner responds to them, they recognize that they don't feel the anxiety that normally happens in other relationships, like when they text someone and they don't respond, or don't call them back and give them a reason as to why they couldn't respond in the timely manner, right? So these two individuals can be very good in relationships in those aspects. The problem arises when these two individuals will almost live in a world of their own, and at the detriment of everyone else. They'll go about and do their business with whoever else they need to. Like if they have a job, they'll go and do their job, but they're always connected. It's almost like they're connected at the hip, right? They're like twins. So they're going to be doing things together all the time. So they never have any kind of outside. They don't have a lot of outside interaction. Let's put it that way, because they are so happy in their little love fest, because that's what it really is. It's like so they're so happy, and it's good. That's good, because they're getting what they need from each other, right? But it's just that it can really cause the relationship to their growth potential as individuals, is what I should say, to be stifled, because they don't allow a lot of other people in, or they don't feel the need to go outside of that relationship to get new experiences or learn new things. They're always going to be doing what the other person does. So if one person loves this, they're going to be doing that, just like they would do with anybody else. They kind of build their lives around each other. So it really, the one big thing I see that could be an issue with this kind of a coupling is really that the relationship is very enmeshed. It's very enmeshed. They are almost like attached together. Like, they do everything together. They're just always together. And that's, as I said, there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's good. It's just, in the con of that is that if they could also incorporate and make sure that they actually have a little life of their own outside of their partnership, in terms of do something, maybe go to the gym by themselves. If this person really just like to go to the gym, maybe their partner doesn't like to. And so if they have that kind of a independent connection with other people than just their partner, which I say is good, but too much of one thing is not good. Put it that way. You always have to have balance. And in this relationship, there's not really any balance in the connection that they have. They're like totally enmeshed into each other's lives. And the challenge will be that if they ever separate, it will be that more difficult or if one person dies, or if one person gets, they don't usually get much of any outside support. So it's just them together, because they're so totally happy in their little silo of their relationship, because they are fulfilling each other's needs. As I said, it's good. That part is good. The problem comes when they actually do that to the detriment of their own personal growth and personal thoughts, because now they're almost one person start thinking the same, and there's no new information coming in or any newness to the relationship, because they're so enmeshed into each other's lives. So I hope that kind of give you an idea. I'll do another one with the dismissive avoidant next. I hope this kind of gives you an idea of what it would be like to be in a relationship with the same individual attachment style, which is the anxious preoccupied, specifically in this scenario, okay? Because the dismissive is going to be a totally different story. So, all right, guys, I hope that you learned something. And again, please like and share this video if you find some value in it. And also, please subscribe to my channel so that as soon as I upload something new, you will be notified. Again, this is Christine, your relationship and mindset master doctor, and your leverage for change. In the meantime, guys, please keep growing. Take care now. Bye-bye.